Hello. That's hot. Okay. How you doing? Welcome to number 28, our 28th one. Happy quarantine day, whatever day it is. I believe we are doing this for Wednesday, June 726th. Today's workout's gonna be for Wednesday. Today we worked on Tuesday we worked on some upper body complex pull push complex. I was listening to the record player before I started this. Sorry. There we go. Push pull complex today, guys. So today for Wednesday we're gonna be working something. We're going to be working on some accessory work. Accessory work to our deadlift, our squat, great movements. Again, I'll keep saying the same thing. These unilateral movements, as boring as they may seem, they're not as glamorous as as using a barbell. They are great for fixing a lot of imbalances that we may have developed. And again, there's a reason why these movements exist, why a lot of PT, strength conditioning, football players, weightlifters, you name them, they do these movements because it definitely helps with our primary lifts. So today's work is going to be some weighted glute bridges and some seated weighted good mornings. Seated weighted good mornings and single leg weighted glute bridges. We're going to be doing 4 sets of 10 on each leg, and then 4 sets of 8 seated weighted good mornings. And then our workout today. So the workout today is a little bit tricky. So if you have questions about this, do ask. It's 3 AMRAPs. AMRAP means as many reps as possible. The first AMRAP is a 5-minute AMRAP, and then you're going to have a 3-minute rest. Then the next AMRAP is 4 minutes, 3-minute rest, and then 3 minutes, and then you're done. Okay. The movements are going to stay relatively the same, except the rep schemes decrease as the time decreases. Okay. So the first AMRAP is Peyton. I can see you. The first AMRAP is a 50 odd object thruster, and I'll show you exactly what I mean by that. And then that's the buy-in. Okay, so you have within 5 minutes you have to complete 50 thrusters, Peyton. Once you've completed those 50 thrusters, guys, then the AMRAP starts. Okay, again, buy-in does not count toward your score. So 50 odd object thrusters, and then you have 12 deadlifts and 12 burpees. Super simple. Okay. Again, odd object, kettlebell, dumbbell, backpack, couple gallons of water, whatever you can use, you're going to be deadlifting that. And it is an AMRAP, so with whatever time you have left within that 5 minutes, you're going to complete as many rounds as possible of 12 deadlifts and 12 burpees. Okay? At the 5-minute mark, you're going to stop. You're going to take a 3-minute break. Write down your score, catch your breath, and get ready for the next AMRAP. The next AMRAP is going to be 4 minutes. This time the buy-in is 35 odd object thrusters. So not 50, 35. After you complete those 35 odd object thrusters, that buy-in, then the AMRAP starts. The AMRAP is 9 deadlifts and 9 burpees over the odd object. So the burpees become a little bit more difficult as the rep schemes decrease. So with the time remaining, complete as many rounds as possible of 9 and 9. Okay. Then you have a 3-minute rest again, and then the final AMRAP is a 3-minute AMRAP with 20 odd object thrusters, and then 6 deadlifts and 6 burpee tuck jumps. Okay? So, since we're going to be using a lot of our lower back and our core, what I want you guys to do first is get your timer set. We've done this before. It's a great warm-up, and I'll continue to do this warm-up so I can thank my buddy Alberto for this warm-up because I do it quite often. On a side note, for whoever's watching this, have you picked up any hobbies while you've been quarantined? I'm just gonna throw this out there because I actually am excited about this. I started knitting, and I'm at a point where I think I'm gonna go maybe like another like 6 inches to a foot, and then I've made a scarf. I've never made an article of clothing in my life, so I'm super stoked about that. There's a few little holes in here. I'm not perfect, but I'm starting to find a groove. Anyway, I hope you have found something to keep you occupied throughout this this quarantine. But yeah, so get your timer set. Tabata style, guys. Tabata style. Remember, Tabata is 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest for 8 rounds or 4 minutes. You're gonna do hollow rocks and back extensions. Hollow rocks and back extensions. Okay? Let me see if you guys can see the floor. Let's angle you down slightly. Sweet, I think that works. Okay, so hollow rock position, guys. Lay on the floor, upper torso up, lift the legs up. You are in a nice hollow body position, and then we're gonna rock. Just rock just like that for 20 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds of rest. Flip on over. Oh God, flip on over, guys, and then you're gonna go right into back extensions. And you could rock back and forth, or just do back extensions for 20 seconds. Okay? So you're gonna alternate those for a total of 4 rounds each, or 4 minutes. Okay, 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest. Basically the rest is just a transition to the next movement. Okay? Once you've completed those 4 minutes, guys, your heart rate's gonna be up a little bit, get the blood flowing a little bit, and your core is going to be nice and activated, nice and warm. So what I want you guys to do next is just give me 20 lunges. On the lunges, guys, when you lunge, make sure that you lunge with that knee not going too far forward, that you're almost in like a right angle, excuse me, a 90-degree angle, knee over the heel, and then hip over the knee. Okay? And all you're going to do is lunge forward, lunge back, lunge forward, lunge back. You're going to do 10 on each leg. Okay? Once you've completed those lunges, guys, we're going to go right into some toy soldiers. Opposite hand, opposite foot. I want you to start off nice and low. Start off nice and low, keeping that leg that you're kicking out straight, and then keeping that back heel on the floor. As you start getting a little bit warmer, guys, start shooting that leg a little bit higher and really try to loosen up those hamstrings. Good. So just about 10 on each side. 10 on each side. Once you've completed that, guys, we can go right into some cow grazers. Heel on the floor, toe up. Just swoop on through. Just like that. Again, we're just going to continue loosening up the hamstrings. Next, what I want you to do, so I'm going to show it to you from the side. So we're going to need a little bit of flexibility when we start getting into those seated good mornings, seated weighted good mornings. So let's see how flexible you can get. Ideally, I want you to get your hands flat to the floor without bending those legs. I know a lot of you may have trouble doing that, guys. So just use your leg or your calf to kind of pull your head toward your knee as close as possible. And what we're trying to do is we're just trying to loosen up the hamstrings and also loosen up that lower back. Okay? So just kind of reach down, guys. Trying to get that head as close to your knee as possible. Good. If you need to, you can hold your calves and pull yourself in. Good, guys. Once you're done with that, let's go ahead and have a seat. We're going to do a couple stretches. Actually, one stretch before we hop onto the floor. So what I want you to do is you're just going to get into a squat stance. Okay? I want you to get kind of deep into that squat with that left hand. Your left hand's going to grab your right ankle, and you're going to turn up toward the sky. Okay? Again, squat, right, left hand, right ankle, and then just reach, 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 reach. What we're trying to do is we're trying to get a stretch in those erectors that we have in our back. We have like 2 pipes in our lower back. We're trying to stretch those out, okay? So if you can, try to hold that position for about 30 seconds to a minute and then switch, okay? Then all you're gonna do is get into a squat, right hand to the left ankle, and then left hand comes up and reach toward the sky, okay? Once you've done that for about a minute each, guys, we're gonna go into some figure 4s. Left foot over the right knee, come down. Right foot over the left knee, down. You're gonna feel a stretch in those glutes. Try to loosen those up as we're about to use those for our weighted glute bridges. So again, 10 on each side, guys. 10 on each side. And last thing I want you guys to do is just we're gonna go right into warming up our glutes with some glute bridges, and then we're gonna go right into our single leg weighted glute bridges. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay down flat on your back, and you're just gonna bend your knees just like this. You can have your hands off to the side, and all we're gonna do is we're gonna try to get our hips up so that they're nice and aligned. When you bring those hips up to the sky, guys, squeeze your butt tight and then right back down. Squeeze your butt, right back down. You're gonna do about 15 to 20 of those, guys. 15 to 20 of those, okay? Once you've completed those 15 to 20 glute bridges, now we're gonna go into our weighted single leg glute bridges, okay? But before you jump into your glute bridges, guys, I want you to do the movement without weight first. So, single leg weighted glute bridge, same idea, guys. Hands off to the side. Oops. Hands off to the side. We're gonna place one foot out, and now we're gonna isolate that other foot, and we're just gonna work that left side. So from this position here, guys, you're gonna push up, get those hips up, squeeze, and then right back down. Squeeze, and then right back down. You'll feel it right away when you isolate that one side and start using that left side or that right side, okay? Same thing on the other side, guys. Bring that leg up and then use that right leg, squeeze at the top, and then right back down, okay? So those are the single leg single leg glute bridges. Now, if you feel comfortable with the movement, obviously I want you guys to add some weight. Today we're going to be doing 10 reps. This is a progression from the time that we did this before, which was about 2 weeks ago. We did 8 reps, and today we're going to be doing 10 reps, okay? So with any odd object, you can have a dumbbell, kettlebell, or an odd object. You're just going to place it on your hip, guys. Place it on your hip. One leg out straight. Bring those hips up, squeeze the top, and then right back down. Make sure that that weight is sitting right on your hips. I know that with a dumbbell, it kind of digs into those hip bones. If you have any kind of like a sweater or a shirt, anything to kind of cushion that dumbbell between your hip bones would work. Okay. So again, anything that you guys have, just make sure that it's on your hips. Hand off to the side, leg out straight. Whatever leg you're going to be using, you're going to be doing 10 reps on one side. Squeeze at the top, guys, and then right back down. You should feel a nice burn by the end of these reps, okay? Next is going to be our seated weighted good morning. So if you have, I'm going to grab, actually, let's turn this back on. If you have a chair would work. It's a bit better than the couch, just because the couch is very cushiony. But you have a couple options, guys. If you have a dumbbell, you can use a dumbbell. If you have a plate, you can use a plate. If you have an odd object, you can use an odd object. The idea is you just want to place that odd object on your upper back. So a normal good morning, guys. So a normal good morning is something that we actually do in warm-ups quite a bit. Slight bend in the knee. You're going to hinge at your hip. Push those hips back. Keep that back rigid and straight, almost parallel to the floor, and then right back up. Okay, so right now we're working on our lower back. We're working on strengthening our lower back and that core. So obviously if that position feels good, we want you to add weight. Okay, so in a seated good morning, seated good morning, same idea, guys. From here, I want to keep my stance a little bit wider so that I can kind of bring my torso or my trunk down and then right back up. You should feel a pull, not a pull, but you should feel that lower back being stretched a bit, just because it is in a more compromising position than you would if you were standing. And you really have to kind of have loose hips. So if you feel yourself kind of getting to that position, you immediately feel your hips. You could do a couple hip stretches, guys. Just kind of bring your knees up to your chest and kind of loosen up those hips a little bit. But ideally, widen your stance, keep that lower back rigid, hinge at your hip, and you're gonna go down to about this position here, guys, and then right back up, okay? So again, we wanna do this without weight. You wanna focus on hinging at the hip and not curving our back, okay? We wanna keep that lower back nice and tight and rigid throughout the entire movement, okay? So if that does feel comfortable, what you're gonna do is you're gonna get that odd object. You're gonna place that odd object on your upper back, and then slowly get into that position, and then right back up. Okay, get into that position, and then right back up. Really focus, guys, on keeping that torso and that trunk rigid throughout the entire movement. Okay, if all you have is a dumbbell, you're gonna place that dumbbell in a back rack position as if you were doing a back squat with a dumbbell. Same idea, guys. Hold on to that dumbbell, come down, and then right back up. Deep breath, and then right back up, okay? You'll definitely start to feel it, especially after that 8th rep. If you find this movement very difficult and you find yourself not getting into the correct position, you can do a standing good morning. So same idea, guys. You're just gonna stand, slight bend in the knee. We're gonna hinge at the hip, come down, and then right back up, okay? Today we were working on the seated position, but again, I want you guys to get in the correct position. So if need be, feel free to stand up and do a weighted good morning standing up. Again, same things apply. Hinge at the hip, keep that lower back rigid, straight throughout the entire movement. Focus on working that lower back, okay? So once you've completed the weighted good mornings and the glute bridges, then we're gonna move on to our workout. So for the workout, guys, I did write it as odd object, which kind of just leaves it open to however difficult you want to make this workout. The purpose of the workout, I'm trying to, as we get a little more tired, decreasing the rep scheme but making the workout a little bit more difficult, and still moving and kind of being as consistent as possible with the reps, given that there's lesser reps and lesser time at the same time. So 5-minute AMRAP, 4-minute AMRAP, 3-minute AMRAP, 3-minute rest in between all your AMRAPs. Okay, we're gonna be starting with 50 odd object thrusters. My recommendation, guys, if you're gonna do this, I would recommend splitting the reps in half, maybe doing 15 on one side, 15 on another side, 10 on one side, and then 10 on the other side, and then you're done. Okay, odd object thrusters, guys, grab a backpack, a dumbbell, a kettlebell, front rack position, hand off to the side for balance, front squat, press, front squat, press, front squat, and press. Make sure those hips are getting below parallel, make sure full extension at the top, okay? So this is gonna be your buy-in, 50 odd object thrusters. 1, 2, 3, so on and so on. Okay. Once you've completed 25 on one side, 25 on the other side, then the workout starts. Okay. For the deadlifts, you can do sumo deadlifts with a backpack. So just down and up, down, and I'd recommend kind of grabbing it so that you get lower and you're using a little bit more of those glutes and those hamstrings. Okay, shoot the butt back, keep that back straight. Make sure you're using your legs, not your lower back. You're performing 10 deadlifts. It's gonna be 12 deadlifts. 12 deadlifts, okay? Once you've completed those 12 deadlifts, hit the deck. Now you have 12 burpees. Chest touches the floor, jump and clap on the way up, okay? So you have 5 minutes. Again, the 50 odd object thrusters are just the buy-in. They're not included in the score. Your score is gonna be how many times you complete the deadlifts and the burpees. How many reps, rather, okay? So 12 deadlifts, 12 burpees, with the time remaining, as many reps as possible. Once you've completed that, guys, you take a 3-minute rest, and then the 4-minute AMRAP starts. This time it's 35 odd object thrusters. This one obviously doesn't split evenly. Break it up however you want to break it up. Maybe do 15 on one side, 15 on another side, and then just say screw it and just do 5 all on the right side, or whatever your strongest side is. Complete those 35 odd object thrusters. Now you have 9 deadlifts and 9 burpees over the object. Okay, so for burpees over the object, guys, I would suggest, if you don't have a lot of space, to do them laterally. Okay, so get your odd object. You're gonna go right into your deadlift. You're gonna do 9 deadlifts. After those 9 deadlifts, place your odd object on the side, on the floor, and you're gonna do your burpees. Pop up, jump over the odd object, and then hit the deck and do another burpee. So lateral burpee over the object. You have 9 this time. So 9 deadlifts, 9 odd object burpee over the odd object. As many reps as possible with the time remaining in that 4 minutes. Lastly, 3-minute rest, and now you have 20. It's a 3-minute AMRAP, but now you only have 20 odd object thrusters. Finish those quickly. Do 10 on one side, 10 on the other side. With the time remaining, you now have 6 deadlifts and 6 burpee tuck jumps. Burpee tuck jump, guys, all we're doing, popping down, pop up. Instead of a jump and clap, you're gonna jump and bring those knees up as high as you can. It makes the burpee a little bit more difficult. I did that on purpose. However, if the burpee tuck jump is not doable because you're on a second floor and it makes too much noise, just stick with burpee over the bar, over the object, okay? So this time you have 3-minute AMRAP, guys, 20 20 odd object thruster buy-in, and then as many reps as possible of 6 deadlifts and 6 burpee tuck jumps, okay? So that's the workout. You're gonna have 3 separate scores, guys. Make sure that you put in all 3 of your scores. Do the best you can. Have fun with this. It is Wednesday. I know you guys have probably done 2 days already in a row. This is going to be the 3rd day. Thursday, guys, is going to be more of a conditioning day, and then we have a fun one on Friday. The only reason I know what day it is because of these workouts, so I'm thankful for them. I hope that you're enjoying them, guys. If you have any questions about any of these movements, do let me know. Yeah, shoot me an instant message on AOL. My screen name is, or used to be, GHill98. If anybody knows who GHill98 is, bonus points. Leave a comment in under whatever. Leave the answer in the comments. Anyway, yeah, enjoy the workout, guys. Have fun, and I will see you guys tomorrow for Thursday's workout. Have a good one, and cheers.